Devaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayana
Narayana Namaskritam.
Namaskrityam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Naram
Naranjayva
Chaiva
Narottamam.
Narottamam
Devin Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim
Devi
Saraswati
Saraswati Vyasam.
Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato
Tato
Jayamudira.
Jayamudira
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayasya
Nashtaprayasya
Bhadreshu.
Bhadresu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam
Nityam Bhagavata
Bhagavata
Sevaya.
Sevayam
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate
Bhagavate Uttamasloke.
Uttamasloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiki
Bhaktin
Bhaktin
Bhagavate
Bhavati
Namaskritam.
Naistiki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya
Krishnaya
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya
Devagi Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha.
Devakinandanaya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya.
Nandagopalaya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, text number 9, 299. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Answers by Citing the Lord's Version. Please repeat the sloka behind me. Tasmai sva-lokam bhagavān sabhājitaḥ.
Tasmai
Tasmai sva-lokam Bhagavān
Bhagavan
sabhājitaḥ.
sabhājitaḥ.
sandarśayām paraṁ na yat-param.
Sandarśayām
Asa
param
param na yat-param.
vyapeta-saṅkleśa-vimoha-sādhvasaṁ.
Vyapeta-saṅkleśa-vimoha-sādhvasaṁ.
sva-dṛṣṭavadbhir puruṣair abhiṣṭutam.
sva-dṛṣṭavadbhir puruṣair
sva-dṛṣṭavadbhir
abhiṣṭutam.
Word by word meaning. Please repeat behind me. Tasmai,
Tasmai
unto him.
unto him.
Sva-lokam,
Sva-lokam,
his own planet or abode.
his own planet or abode.
Bhagavān,
Bhagavān,
the personality of Godhead.
the personality of Godhead.
Sabhājitaḥ,
Sabhājitaḥ,
being pleased by the penance of Brahma.
being praised by the penance of Brahma.
Sandarśayām asha,
Sandarśayām,
manifested.
manifested.
Param,
Param,
the supreme.
the supreme.
Na,
No,
not.
not
Yat,
yet
of which.
of it.
Param,
Param,
further supreme.
or the supreme.
Vyapeta,
Vyapeta,
completely given up.
completely given up.
Sanklesha,
Saṅkleśa,
5 kinds of material affections.
5 kinds of material afflictions.
Vimoha,
Vimoha,
without illusion.
without illusion.
Sādhvasam,
Sādhvasam,
fear of material existence.
fear of material existence.
sva-dṛṣṭavadbhir,
sva-dṛṣṭavadbhir,
by those who have
by
perfectly realized the self.
those who have perfectly realized the self.
puruṣaiḥ,
puruṣair,
by persons.
by persons.
abhiṣṭutam,
Abhiṣṭutam,
worshipped by.
worshipped by.
Translation and purport by Zivengri Sabhaya Charanavalai Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. The personality of Godhead,
The personality of Godhead,
being thus
being thus
very much satisfied
very much satisfied
with the penance of Lord Brahma,
with the penance of Lord Brahma,
was pleased to
was pleased to
manifest his
manifest
personal abode,
his personal abode,
Vaikuṇṭha,
Vaikuṇṭha,
the supreme planet above all others.
the supreme planet above all others.
This transcendental abode
This transcendental abode
of the Lord
of the Lord
is adored by
is adored by
all self-realized persons,
all self-realized persons,
freed from
freed from
all kinds of miseries
all kinds of miseries
and fear of illusory existence.
and fear of illusory.
Purport. The trouble of penance accepted by Lord Brahma were certainly in the line of devotional service, bhakti. Otherwise, there was no chance that Vaikuṇṭha or sva-lokam, the Lord's personal abodes, would become visible to Brahmaji. The personal abodes of the Lord, known as Vaikuṇṭhas, are neither mythical nor material as conceived by the impersonalist. But realization of the transcendental abode of the Lord is possible only through devotional service, and thus the devotees enter into such abodes. There is undoubtedly trouble in executing penance, but the trouble accepted in executing bhakti yoga is transcendental happiness from the very beginning, whereas the trouble of penance in other processes of self-realization, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, etc., without any Vaikuṇṭha realization, ends in trouble only and nothing more. There is no profit in beating husk without grace. Similarly, there is no profit in executing troublesome penances other than bhakti yoga for self-realization. Executing bhakti yoga is exactly like sitting on the lotus sprouted out of the abdomen of the transcendental personality of Godhead, for Lord Brahma was seated there. Brahmaji was able to please the Lord, and the Lord was also pleased to show Brahmaji his personal abode. Srila Jiva Goswami, in the comments of his Karma Sandarbha annotation of Srimad Bhagavatam, cites quotation from the Brahat Aranyaka Upanishad, Vedic evidence. It is said that Yajnavalkya described the transcendental abode of the Lord to Gargi, and that the abode of the Lord is situated above the highest planet of the universe, namely Brahmaloka. This abode of the Lord, although described in the revealed scriptures like the Bhagavad Gita and the Srimad Bhagavatam, remains only a myth for the less intelligent class of men without a poor fund of knowledge. Herein the word sva-dṛṣṭavadbhiḥ is very significant. One who has actually realized his self realizes the transcendental form of one's self. Impersonal realization of self and the supreme is not complete because it is just an opposite conception of material personalities. The personality of the Godhead and the personalities of devotees of the Lord are all transcendental. They do not have material bodies. The material body is overcoated with 5 kinds of miserable conditions, namely ignorance, material conception, attachment, hatred, and absorption. As long as one is overwhelmed by these 5 kinds of material miseries, there is no question of entering into Vaikuṇṭha Loka. The impersonal conception of oneself is just the negation of material personality and is far from the positive existence of personal form. The personal form of the transcendental abode will be explained in the following verse. Brahmaji also described the highest planet of the Vaikuṇṭha Loka as Goloka Vrindavana, where the Lord resides as a cowherd boy, keeping transcendental Surabhi cows and surrounded by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. Chintamani prakara satmusha kalpa vriksha lakshāvriteshu surabhir abhipalayantam lakshmi sagasra sadasambhrama sevyamanam govindamadi puruṣam tamaham bhajami. Brahma Samhita 5.29. The statement of the Bhagavad Gita, Yat-param nivartati taddama paramam mama, is also confirmed herewith. Param means transcendental Brahman. Therefore, the abode of the Lord is also Brahman, not different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord is known as Vaikuṇṭha and his abode is also known as Vaikuṇṭha. Such Vaikuṇṭha realization and worship can be made possible by transcendental form of sense. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Vishesha Shunyavad Pashasha Desha Tarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Today's sloka, it is continuation of the Canto 2, Chapter 9, and the answer by citing the Lord's version. So, Sukadeva Goswami is giving the answer to Parikshit Maharaj, and he was explaining about Brahmaji's birth and how he did the penance, tapasya, and how he was able to see the Supreme. So today's sloka, he was explaining that Lord appeared in front of Brahma. Lord got able to see, the Brahma able to see the Vaikuṇṭha planet, because the Supreme Lord, wherever the Supreme Lord is appeared, that place is called Vaikuṇṭha. So if you go to the Tirupati temple or any Vishnu temple, or even our altar, whatever we have the Lord's there, Lord's photo or any form of Lord's deities are there, that place is called, that place is also called Vaikuṇṭha, because Lord won't appear without any, not in the filthy places wherever the wrong things are happening. Lord will appear only in the place wherever the parents, the Brahma kind of people are there, that they are come up from living entities, they are doing the parents who are loving devotees of the Supreme Lord. To them only Lord will appear. So in the Kali Yuga, Lord mercifully appeared in the form of deities, photos, whatever the form we are seeing, all the places are Vaikuṇṭha only. In our altar itself, it's a Vaikuṇṭha. And wherever the temple, the deities are there, that place also Vaikuṇṭha. So whenever we are entering, we should have that feeling that we are entering the Vaikuṇṭha. So that we can see the Tirupati temple, all the Vishnu temple, the traditional temples, how it will be. When you enter into the Vaikuṇṭha, when you enter into the temple, how it will be, the entrance, you can see the water will flow. Small amount of water will flow. It is not for washing your legs. The thing is, that is the kind of representation of the Vraja river. So the Brahmanda, how it is designed, all the planetary systems are there within this Brahmanda, within this universe. And once you come out of this universe, there is a Vraja river. And when we cross the Vraja river, the other banks of the Vraja river, this side is a material universe, material world, and other side of the Vraja river is the spiritual world. The Vaikuṇṭha planets are starting from there. There are so many numerous material planets are there. Similarly, there are numerous Vaikuṇṭha planets also there. So each and every planets, Lord is mercifully appeared, and according to the devotees' mood and which form they wanted to attract it, they want to serve in the Vaikuṇṭha planets, that those devotees will go to the specific Vaikuṇṭha planets. If they wanted to serve the Lord who is there as a form of Rama, who is there in the Ayodhya, they will go to the Vaikuṇṭha planet called Ayodhya. So like that, there are different planet systems are there, the Vaikuṇṭha planet also. In the topmost Vaikuṇṭha planet is the Goloka Vrindavana, where the Lord is residing at how he was when mercifully appeared in the Vrindavana, in Goloka, in Vrindavana, how he appeared, how he did the pastimes. And similarly, he is residing there in the Vrindavana. So, who wanted to associate, who are hearing this pastimes of Vrindavana, who are attracted with the covered by form of the Lord, those, they can make the relationship, they can develop a relationship with the Lord, and they can reach that Goloka Vrindavana, which is the topmost abode of the Supreme Lord. Why it is topmost? Because all the other abodes, even though if it is Lord Ram, we cannot have the friendly relationship with the Lord, because Lord is sitting as a king there. So we can serve the Lord, but the service will be as a servant. We cannot have the friendly relationship, or we cannot have the other brother kind of. We need to serve as a servant. But when we when we go to this is the situation of the other Vaikuṇṭha planets. But when we go to the Goloka Vrindavana, there we can play with the Lord. We can, how he did the pastimes in Vrindavana, the similar way we can associate with the Lord in the similar way. So that is the reason the Goloka Vrindavana is the topmost from all the other abodes. So the today's sloka, it is explaining that our Swadeva Goswami is explaining that Brahmaji, he did the tapasya for 1,000 years. After 1,000 years, he was able to see the Supreme Lord in his abode. He was able to see the Vaikuṇṭha planets. Lord mercifully showed his form. The Vaikuṇṭha planet is manifested in front of Brahmaji. He was able to see the manifestations of the Brahma. So that is the greatest thing, because it is not easy. We cannot see the Supreme Lord, but wherever the Lord is, but mercifully, Lord is appeared in the form of Archa Vigraha for us. So we should have the feeling that whenever we are entering a temple, whenever we are seeing the our altar or photos or in the form of deities in our home, that is Vaikuṇṭha. We need to treat that place as a Vaikuṇṭha, because Lord is mercifully appeared in some other forms. But there is no difference between the Lord himself and the Lord who is in the form of photo, or Lord is in the form of name, or Lord is in the form of Archa Vigraha. There is no difference. That's what our scriptures are saying. That is the reason if you go to the Tirupati temple, the Braja, we are in the material world. When we entering the temple, the water will flow. That means that it's a Braja river. We are crossing the Braja river. Once you cross the Braja river, it is just you are reaching the Vaikuṇṭha. So that is inside the Lord is residing. That's the reason the temple, when we are entering, we are crossing the Braja river. That is a representation of the Braja river, and we are entering the Vaikuṇṭha. So there is no difference between the Vaikuṇṭha which is there originally outside of this material world and Vaikuṇṭha which is there in this material world also as a form of temple. There is no difference, because both the places, Lord is showing himself as a Archa Vigraha. There the Lord will show his original form. So there is no difference between both the forms. So we are entering and we are taking the darshan of the Lord and we are coming out. So we are entering into the Vaikuṇṭha actually in the temples also. So that is the mode we have to go into the temple. So here in this sloka, Sukadeva Goswami is explaining that after doing so much of penance, 1,000 years of penance, Lord mercifully appeared in front of Brahma. Brahma was able to see. Why Brahma was able to see? Because Brahma is a self-realized person, freed from all miseries and fear of illusory existence. So that is the only reason he was able to see the Supreme Lord. And also Brahma, he himself is explaining how the Vaikuṇṭha planet will appear, is appearing. Because we don't know. Because Brahma, he saw the Vaikuṇṭha planet, he saw Supreme Lord there. So that is the reason he can explain how it look like. So he explained in Brahma Samhita 5.29, Chintamani prakara satmusau kalpa vriksham. That means everywhere it is kind of a touchstone. It is made up of the Vaikuṇṭha planet. How it is appearing? It is a Chintamani. It is touchstones. And everywhere the kalpa vriksha, the desire trees are there. So we can imagine everywhere the touchstone Chintamani is there, and also the trees, desire trees are there. And Laksha Vritesha Surabir Abhipalayantam. There are millions of Surabhi cows are there. Millions of cows, not Surabhi, not only one cow. Millions of Surabhi cows surrounded that place. That is we can imagine how the Goloka Vrindavan, the Vaikuṇṭha planet, how it is appear. And Lakshmi Sagasra Sadasambram Samabrahma Sevyamanam. So thousands of Sagasra means hundreds, thousands of Lakshmis with a great respect. What they are waiting to serve the Supreme Lord Govinda. Govindam Adi Puruṣam Tamaham Bhajami. Such a Supreme Lord Govinda, I'm offer my respectful obeisances to unto the Supreme Lord. That is the way he was glorifying the Supreme Lord. So this is the way whatever he saw, the Vaikuṇṭha planet, it is like that. Chintamani is made up of Chintamani, Karpa Vriksha, He was able to sculpt the vriksha, and he was able to serve the cows, and thousands of Lakshmi is waiting to serve the Supreme Lord. In such a way, the Lord is there in the Vaikuṇṭha planets. And in Bhagavad Gita also, the Krishna, he was explaining about how his abode is there in the 15.6. He was explaining that Nadat bhāṣayate suryo na sasango na pavakaha yat gatvana nivartante tattama paramam mama. So in this sloka, Krishna is saying that supreme abode of mine is not illuminated by sun or moon. The previous sloka we saw what the experience of Brahmaji by seeing the Vaikuṇṭha planets, whatever he saw. And here in this sloka, Krishna himself is explaining how this his supreme abode will be there. My supreme abode, Krishna is saying that supreme abode of mine is not illuminated by sun or moon. So in this material world, we have the electricity. Without electricity, if you imagine how you get the light through sun or moon. If there is no sun or no moon, if you take the no moon days, the Amavasya day, everything, if there is no electricity, if you imagine that, what you can see there? Nothing. We cannot see anything. It is a no moon. So it is everything is darkness. So our material world is full of darkness. Because of the sun and moon, we are getting the lights. So there is some third thing. We are there and the material world is there. The third party, like sun and moon, they are illuminating this material world. That's why we are able to see the other by ourselves as well as the other things. And sun or moon, which is natural, or the fire or electricity, which is artificially we are making the fire and we are seeing the electricity, we are able to eliminating this material world. But his abode, Krishna is saying that my abode is not illuminated by such things. There is no sun, no moon, no fire or no electricity, but it is illuminating. So we cannot imagine that because we have the experience of only this material world. We are able to see the sun, we are able to see the moon, we are seeing the fire, we are seeing the electricity. So we are seeing that light means if some third thing, you need to come in like a picture, like a sun or moon or electricity or fire, then the light will come. So that we are considering that third thing as a third party. It's ourselves, the earth, the light is a third party. So in that way, we know that much only. But we cannot imagine that how the Vaikuṇṭha planet without sun, without moon, without fire, without electricity, how it got illuminated. It is beyond our imagination. But Lord is saying that my abode is in that such a way. And also he is saying that those who reach it never return to this material world. The person who are reaching the Vaikuṇṭha planetary systems, those never going to come back to this material world. That is also Lord is confirming in this 15.6. And in the 15.5, what is the qualification? Lord is explaining what is the qualification, what kind of people devotees who will reach the such Vaikuṇṭha planet. Nirmana moha jidasanga dosha adiyatmanitya vinivritta kamala dvandi vimukta sugadukka samajnir gacchandi amuda padamavyayam tat. So here Krishna is saying that those who are free from false prestige, illusion and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with material lust, who are free from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who unbewildered know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to that eternal kingdom. So here we can see the qualification. What kind of qualification is required to understand or to be with the Supreme Lord and to go to the Supreme Planetary System, Vaikuṇṭha Planetary System. So this is the requirement. So first of all, we need to free from the false prestige. We should free from the illusion. We need to free from the false association. And we need to understand what is eternal. This material world is temporary and spiritual world is eternal. So those scriptural knowledge who are done with the material lust. So I want the accumulating of wealth, accumulating the lust on the opposite sex, accumulating of the gold, silver, those things. Those things are material lust. We need to free from that. Who are free from that, and who are free from the dualities also. Okay, if I get like this, I will be happiness. If I get this, I will be distressed. So who don't affected by happiness or distress, both, we're considering both of them as equal, those kind of people, and who unbewildered. So any situation, they will be remain steady and know how to surrender. These kind of qualification, who are all having this qualification, they know how to surrender to the Supreme Lord and attain that whatever the kingdom we discussed, the supreme abode, the Vaikuṇṭha planetary system, only those kind of person only can reach that place. So whatever the activities in the form of bhakti yoga, we are practicing by chanting the holy name of the Lord and reading, and we are hearing and doing this other service, other activities, all these are surrounded unto these qualities. To remove these qualities from us, false prestige, illusion, false association, and material lust, and remove and free from the dualities. So to develop these qualities, we are doing all these activities. All these the things are paraphernalia for us. Chanting the holy name of the Lord, hearing about the Lord, and reading about the Lord, and doing the service to serve the Lord, doing the kirtan, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, all those things, the 9 Navaveda Bhakti, everything it is to get into these qualities, whatever the qualities Lord is explaining in this sloka. To get that qualities, we are practicing all these steps. So it is not just simply every day we are reading Bhagavatam, just simply chanting. So all these things are happening within us, but we are not able to feel because we are more, yes, millions of birth we took, and we accumulated millions of the sins. So it will take time to clear up all those sins so that we will get these qualities. So these qualities are there within us because we are the Amsha of the Lord. That's what we are saying. Satchidananda Vigraha. Lord is made up of, Lord's body is Satchidananda Vigraha. There is no difference between Lord and his body. But for us, our body and us means we are the soul, and our body is temporarily covered the soul. So we have the two bodies, two things. Ourself means it will represent the body as well as the soul inside. So there with the Lord and ourselves, we have the same quality. The knowledge, whatever the knowledge is, Lord has, same knowledge we are also having. But because of our contamination, the knowledge is covered. So through this practice of Bhakti Yoga, we can clean those dirts. So when it is cleaned, then automatically the qualities which are there, already there within us, that will be emanate. So we are just doing this, all the activities through Bhakti Yoga to clean the dirts and develop the qualities which are required to Goloka Vrindavana. So that should be our aim also. So we should not have the goals like, I want to be like a Ambani, I want to become a Tata Birla, I wanted to become a big scientist, like I want to invent so big missiles. These are all the only in the material world. It's a material concept of life. But if you want to eternal happiness, then we need to aspire to get into the abode of the Supreme Lord, which is explained in this today's sloka. And Brahma is able to see and how the Lord explained in the 15.6, how the Supreme Abode is look like. So the Supreme Abode experience we can hit in today's temples also. In the traditional temples, if you go, there are many Vishnu temples are there, many Krishna temples are there. Wherever we go, wherever the Lord is residing in the form of merciful form, those are all, there is no difference between Vaikuṇṭha planets and that temple. So we don't want to worry about that, how it look like. Just we can enter the temple, we should have the feeling that we are entering the Vaikuṇṭha. So wherever Lord is residing, that place is called Vaikuṇṭha. So the only thing we have to do, we need to practice this chanting the holy name of the Lord, hearing, reading. chant, read, hear, do kirtan, eat Krishna prasadam, associate with the devotees, and do the seva to the Supreme Lord. If you do these activities regularly in touch with our day-to-day activities, automatically we are progressing towards this spiritual world. So that is for certain. Certainly we can reach the spiritual world one day. So that is based on our how much effort we are putting on these activities, that much progress we can make. So how much speed you are running. If you want to come on the first in the running race, you have to increase our speed, you need to consistent, and you should not deviate. All these things, then only you can come first. Similar way, here also, in bhakti also, we need to be consistent, and we need to focused, and we need to increase our speed, increase the things, whatever the services we are doing, increase the timing, how much service we are doing. Then automatically we can reach our goal as early as possible. It is very certain. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. Nandara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.